So this is a very rough version of my design for the Polestar and Hot Wheels design challenge. But before going into this Blender details, I want to talk about how I decided to go to this direction. So a couple of weeks ago, I was on a road trip, and of course, I was aware of Polestar and Hot Wheels design challenge. So I decided to generate a couple of images through Midjourney because I think it can really give you some cool inspiration, some cool direction for your ideas, at least to visualize them in a very quick way. But even for using AI, you need an input from yourself, right? I didn't want to write just Polestar Hot Wheels, because who knows what will it give to me. And as a designer, I anyway enjoy the first coming up with the ideas myself. So I thought about like an off-road vehicle for Polestar because I'm a fan of Hot Wheels monster trucks. I have a couple of them, not here, but in total I have around 500 Hot Wheels, so I'm a fan of Hot Wheels. And of course I love the Polestar design language. So these two coming together was really exciting thing for me. And I thought, like, when you think about Hot Wheels, the first thing generally is more like a sports car, like big wheels and exaggerated proportions. But the other approach is this off-road type of feeling, like this Hot Wheels monster trucks, or at least an off-road vehicle would be pretty cool to me. So on Midjourney, I wrote something like off-road Polestar in collaboration with Hot Wheels and so on. I don't remember the prompt, but the goal was to generate this idea. And I got a couple of results. I quite like them. Not directly like to use as a design proposal, but it's like a good direction, in my opinion. And then I was like, okay, what else it can be? Like the first idea, the sports car, racing car. It's also interesting. So I decided to also generate a couple of images on that, like one-seater race car type of thing. And here are some of the very cool results as well. So I think both directions are very interesting. Race car is always cool to do. And off-road Polestar Hot Wheels, I think it's more like what I wanted to do, because the brief says that you need to think like your childhood dream and like go crazy. Of course, supercars and sports cars, for me, more my goal, like more childhood dream. But somehow for this project, like this toy-like feeling, like this one, for example, this is a Volkswagen Beetle like off-road version. And I quite like this big wheels on a small car idea as well. And when it comes to a Hot Wheels, when it comes to a toy, a model car, I think it looks pretty cute, pretty nice design. Very interesting. So I decided to go with this direction. By the way, if you are curious how I use Midjourney in a way that I control it in the direction that I want to go, I'm preparing my online AI for car design course. It's coming very soon. Right now it's on pre-order. I'm going to focus mostly on Midjourney and Visco. It is still on the pre-order version. So if you're interested in AI for car design, take advantage of the pre-order discount because soon the course is coming. And if you already pre-ordered the course, thank you for your patience. I'm working on it. All right, so after generating this couple of Midjourney images, I wanted to sketch something for myself. And the first sketch was this one. And the goal was to keep the body of the car like a Polestar minimal design, but also not like copying an existing Polestar, while the wheels are this childish, extreme imagination type of wheels, very huge monster wheels. And on the back of the car, I wanted to use the second color to add this contrast, again, this toy feeling. Because, you know, orange, blue, like vivid Hot Wheels colors, combination with like a silver or white color, like minimal colors of Polestar, I think it would be like a very nice, interesting combination. So that was the first sketch. Then I directly put it on Blender. And this was the first version on Blender. It's a very quick, low poly modeling, as you see. Of course, when you jump into 3D, the thing starts to change because I realized that this sharp nose on the sketch, it looks kind of nice. I like this on the sketch, but I wanted to add a little bit of chamfer here to give me a little bit more space, maybe to put the logo, or I felt like this fits better to Polestar language. This would be maybe a bit more Lamborghini language, so I wanted to do some changes. And also, when I left the wheels open, I wanted some kind of like a wheel arch thing for like a mud protector to go a little bit more like a aggressive off-road type of approach. So I wanted to put this little, I don't even know what to call them. Let's call them wheel arch, like mud protector area. Also on the back, I wanted to put something like this. So on the first version, I was already able to see the volumes. And I think it looks pretty cool. Like it gives me this toy feeling. And of course, I want to put many mechanical elements, huge wheels. But if we zoom in, this suspensions will be useless because we don't have any space between the car and the wheels. So on the second version or the third version, I started to lift the car up. I did some changes. I don't want to go into details step by step. But the current version is here, this one. So the body is more refined. I separated the glass area and the back of the car also with a different color. And when you add this master wheels in orange, to me, it looks cool. Like, I really enjoy these colored wheels on Hot Wheels. To me, it looks like Hot Wheels. I don't know, I'm very excited about this project, as I said. Please let me know your thoughts on the comments as well. Another thing is I lift the whole car up, of course, like when we compare. Here it was too close, and on the right, we lift the car up. By the way, this rear is probably my favorite view of this car. I know it looks like only the wheels, but anyway, we'll come to this point. When I lift the car, I realized here the volume was super low, like super little volume here. Okay, let me show you. The car was more like this. And it's also not bad, but last night my wife told me like something is missing, and I was like, I mean, she didn't describe me exactly what's wrong, but as a feedback, she was saying like the top of the car, the body and the wheels are totally different and so on. And I was like, yeah, that was my goal. I wanted the body to be like a Polestar and I wanted the wheels to be Hot Wheels, so I was thinking about this concept. But then I realized after her feedback that this is really a little bit too high. I mean, it was even thinner than this, maybe like something like that, and it's kind of looks funny maybe, so something was missing. And I will put some mechanical details, but when I just push the volume down, maybe this is also too much down, maybe I need to push it a bit up, but it looked way better. Now it looks like more solid foundation for this car, and it fits better to these wheels and this off-road style, while still hopefully keeping the Polestar design language on the top. It's not done, by the way. As you see, the wheels are not even connected, so there will be definitely some mechanical details, but also the body itself is not refined enough. But here I want to keep this Polestar front image, let me say, and I will need to add some lights. I'm thinking about a different graphics, not like the current Polestars directly. I don't want to put like a copy-paste of an existing car. It's kind of like an evolution, because the brief is like future of Polestar design, future of electric car or whatever you have in mind. So it's not like for today directly. It's a Hot Wheels, it's imagination, so go crazy, right? So I want to change also the Polestar design language, like evolve it a bit further. I mean, it's anyway never fun to just copy-paste existing elements directly. And on the back also, I have more dynamic approach. As you see, the surfaces are horrible at the moment. It is not refined at all. But what I really like this. I mean, it's something stupid, but we have this wheel here. Of course, it's the rear wheel. But if I move it away, underneath we have actually this front wheel. Because look at the dimension difference. No, actually they are kind of intersecting each other, so I need to push it like this. Like the front wheel is very small compared to the rear one. And I think that's the amazing thing about making a toy, making a Hot Wheels imaginary car, right? So on the original sketch, I had this huge rear wheel, and it was not even fitting to the car. It was like going out and so on. So when I modeled directly like this, it was a bit too much. I didn't like the way it is, so I changed the proportions a bit. But when you put this front wheel to the bottom of this trunk area, let's say, let's fit it better. So we need to push it up as well. And then like this one fits very nice here. And then I wanted to put this rear wheel, this huge thing here, like barely fits anywhere. And when you look from the top view, I wanted to shape the bodywork here, like to show, like, it's something super simple, but these geometrical elements combining with this car design and surfacing, I really love it. Like, it looks technical, it looks like well thought in my opinion, and at the same time it shows how exaggerated these wheels are. And that's why I said, like, when you look at this car from the rear view with this orange wheels and tiny bit of the body element, well thought, technical feeling, to me I really like this view. And if we talk about the blender part, as you see, I just use the bevel modifier for now because I'm still stretching things around. It's a very basic draft model. I think for the challenge, you don't even need the 3D model at the beginning. The idea is what they are looking for, as I understand from the brief. That I will leave the link to the challenge, by the way, on the description. The reason I'm doing this video right now, even before finishing the design, is to actually let you know there is this challenge between Hot Wheels and Polestar, because I think the deadline is 14th of April. And this is like 2 days of work, I guess. So you still have time. You can just sketch some idea and put it on 3D. Or if you don't want to put it on 3D, you can use other tools. And you can still participate the challenge. That's why I wanted to do the video right now before even finishing the design. And about the Blender, if you are not confident with Blender, if you are a beginner, or if you have no idea about 3D modeling, you can learn from my Blender 3D for car design course. And if you are not a beginner, you know up to some level, but you want to get more confident, you can learn from my Blender Advanced Car Design course. Both are on my website, berkaplan.com. So back to car, I also want to talk a little bit about participating to this challenge because I was like, nah, I don't have time. I have all these other things to do. So should I really participate? It's my first time to participate this challenge, by the way. But this time I was like, okay, who cares? Just do whatever you can in a couple of days, whatever time you have, and just participate. It's not about winning the contest. Because if you are a student, let me tell you this, like design competitions, contests are huge experience. When I was a student, I think I participated to like 30, 40 design challenges in Turkey about industrial design. And I won like a couple of them, maybe 10 of them I won, maybe 9 of them, I'm not even sure. But most of them, I was not even on the first 3, I didn't get any award. But that's not the point. First of all, it was like a good experience. It prepares you to get ready for like a different type of challenges. And if you win only one, because it changed my life, I won one of the competitions as a first winner award and I got a scholarship, which gave me the possibility to study in Italy, masters in car design. And then it's very important because when you get into a car design school or something, you also have the network. I was talking about this in Hochschule München like last week during the workshop. I saw these connections are super important again and again. Like when you study there, for example, you have all these graduated people working in the industry. So you have this connection and it really helps. Because when you have the best portfolio in the world, but if you cannot show it to anyone, it doesn't matter if it's the best portfolio. But anyway, I don't want to bring the topic somewhere totally different. My point is, participating in the contests, design competitions for students, I think it's very important. It doesn't matter if you win or not, really. First of all, it's exciting. You can just experiment whatever you want. And if you win, it's generally an amazing feeling, which can lead to something you don't even imagine at the moment. So I would encourage you to still participate to this challenge, even if there's like 9 days left to the deadline. And as I said, this took me 2 nights, like 2 evenings. I don't do it whole day. This project is visible from the very basic model for now. So put some effort and I think participate in the challenge. Will I win this challenge? I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. I have no clue. But when I see the previous year's winners, they are like amazing stuff. I really like the quality, the designs, everything is amazing. So I think the standards of this challenge is very high. But still, come on. I enjoy this process a lot. Like Hot Wheels and Polestar, stuff like this. I think I will enjoy finishing this project. Alright, enough talking. Please let me know what do you think about this car. Do you think I have any chance to win this competition or not? And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more car design content and see you in the next video.